Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment in my series of Memoir 44 Breakthrough Operation Bagration. This one is number 11, scenario 11 in a campaign of 18. I'm still working on it, but I'm more than, practically two-thirds there. So we're getting somewhere. This is the first time I've playtested this particular scenario. It's called Site Set on East-Prussia. We have some Polish units in here as well, which also took part in the battle, and there are some special rules to go with that. The Russians can get reinforcements by rolling for them, and they get to place them anywhere between this entry hex and that one. And in this particular playthrough, which has been the first, so I'm going to do it a few more times, they've actually been very lucky. I haven't been keeping score, but I think they got reinforcements at least 1/3 of the time that they could have gotten them. And, there have also been scenarios in which they definitely got far fewer. The Germans can get some reinforcements as well by means of a special rule. They also have to roll 3 dice at the beginning of their turn, and if at least two of them come up as stars, they get to place a special infantry here, which symbolizes a number of paratroopers that the Germans drop there in Kaunas. And when they have, but the Germans can never get more than 2 of those units. For the Soviets, it just depends on how well they roll. 18 medals so far, and the Germans can. I doubt that that's going to change, but it might. The Russians can win a sudden death if they control these 2 hexes of Vilnius and these 4 hexes of Kaunas, and they've exited at least 3 units. These 2 were trying, but they were stopped dead in their tracks. And over here, the assault on Kaunas was also halted by these German units. Probably, if you want to pull that off, that sudden death, you really have to press very hard in the center, because these woods are difficult to get through. Also, again, in this scenario, which I haven't been using for the last couple of scenarios, but it's back in this one, the deep battle rule, meaning that the Russians really have to keep on the pressure, they have to keep on moving, they have to press hard, and if they don't do it fast enough, then the Germans, well, not them, the Germans, but the Germans can play any Recon 1 card and not draw 2 afterwards, but simply 1, but then they can exchange it for a victory medal. And in this particular scenario, they never drew a single one. And I've also had previous scenarios in which they drew as many as 4 or 5, especially after reshuffling the deck, which never happened either, by the way, because their finest hour card was never drawn. So I really do need to playtest this scenario again, because the number of reinforcements that the Russians actually got, never reshuffling the deck, the Germans never getting any Recon 1 cards. That certainly makes a difference, probably, to the outcome. And it seems relatively extreme, the outcome. However, the Russians won by 12, no, not by 12, obviously, by 18 medals to 12. The Germans still have 5 victory medals, and the Russians do too. For each of these scenarios, I've made kind of a victory track as well, like the bonus points you get for the number of objective medals you control, or if you control too few, the penalties you're going to get when as far as that's concerned, point-wise. And I do think that this sums up most of the specifics about this particular playthrough of this scenario. These 2 units, in case you're wondering, they use the collapsible boats and rafts ability, and I just mark them with mine counters turned upside down showing a 0, because they can all use them. not supported infantry, by the way, not cavalry, but regular infantry, pioneers, specialized infantry such as this one. They all have that ability, but they can only use it once. So if you want to cross this river here as that unit, you cannot do it again, which is why I put those mine counters there. So I hope you've enjoyed. I'll keep on playtesting, and once the entire campaign is finished, we'll try to make it look really nice in a booklet and everything. I'm getting some help with that. And then it'll all be available for free on Board Game Geeks. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.